Hello? Oh man, it's saying I have one viewer. Great, let me just hang on. I'm still setting up. Uh hello? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? My one viewer I'm who is gloomy calling you out on stream. I had the chat open on my phone, so I'll just glance if anyone does pop in, but hang on, let me turn on the game audio actually. Can you hear me and the game audio? It's just you right now, Gloomy, so if you don't wanna like type in the chat using your YouTube account, you could just like DM me on Discord, see if it's working. Gloomy, my good friend Gloomy. Actually, I could check my own stream using because I have it pulled up on my phone. Hang on, wait a minute. I just saw your little message on Discord. Okay, hang on. Alright, it sounds good on my end, so we're doing it. Let me pull up the game capture. Oh, that's large. That is large. Oh, yes, and I gotta remove the text too. Hang on, I'm such a streamer. I'm a famous streamer, everyone knows me. Oh, it fits perfectly, oh wow. I'll edit this text too. Okay. I guess I sized that. I'm not used to OBS streaming at all. Let's do left. Yeah. There's a chat mode for that? I don't even care. I do not care. Okay. Shit. Where do I put this that won't cover anything? I guess while I'm setting up, I will talk about this. You're gonna hear my fucking chair. So I do know what goes on in this game, but it got freely updated, so I'm playing it. I'll put it real small. And like, lower the opacity. Just to no spoilers in case someone does drop in. But yeah, I've seen a lot of Let's Plays for this game, so I know what goes on, but I think the experience of playing it myself will be different. Oh, that's interesting. You can't see my cursor on here. Is there any way for me to edit that? Because I kind of want you to be able to see my cursor. Capture cursor. No, it should be. It should be capturing my cursor. What the hell? It did for like a brief second in there. Okay. Whatever. What language do I speak? Français? No, this is English. I marked it as an English stream. Oh my god, hi Chloe! Hi, my beloved! Oh, you can see my cursor. Ah, fuck. I guess it just doesn't show up on OBS. Gloomy, have you seen this game before? My bestie, my silly rabbit, my #1 soldier. While you're answering that question, I am going to start. You haven't? Well, it's a fun game. It's a horror game. It's interesting to see the delay. I know there's always gonna be a delay because you're not sitting right next to me, but like I have it pulled up on my phone right now and it's like, oh, that's behind. Content warning, this is a horror game, and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, www.blacktabbygames.com, if you need a list of specific content warnings. Yar! Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. The princess. Absolutely slaying it, and by it, let's just say the princess. Let me do a little setup. Okay. Or it's just, I'm just organizing my screen a little bit. You can't see what I'm seeing, but like, organizing it for me. Is there anything on here that I would not like? I have it on Windows so I can see so I can see how it's holding up on OBS. Boil effect. Does everything sound good? Nope. The audio. Scary. Accessibility. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Font. I'm fine with the default font. High contrast, line upscaling. It sounds good? Cool. Okay, I'll just hop in. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh god, going into it. I haven't touched this game in a while. I've only ever seen YouTube videos, but I've never played it myself, and it's been a while since I've seen someone go through it. But this game gives you a ton of options. Oh god, I'm having option paralysis. Choice paralysis, that's what it's called. It's just a little loud? Okay, I could fix that. I'll just lower everything a little bit. Is this good? I guess just let me know when it gets too loud, and then I'll adjust as necessary, or if it's too quiet, I'll adjust as necessary. I'm gonna have the voice volume a little louder than the rest, because there's a lot of spoken dialogue in here, and I want it to be heard. Anyway, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. What do I want to say? What would I do if I was going in completely blind? I'll do the explore options because it doesn't, like, change and it only gives information. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Yeah, that's good.
You have to
okay,
put
thanks.
an end to her.
But how can the princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Oh, no,
You've made it this
man.
far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Do I want to do all the explore options? There's so many. Do I get a reward? Do I get a treat for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Boo! You're not gonna tell me what the treat is? Okay. I think I'd say this. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch Vive la Révolution.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I like how it moves to the mouse. It's so fun. Shake. It's an earthquake! It's an earthquake! Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
But what if she's pretty?
We're not going to go through
that?
with this, right?
Oh?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I really love the art in this game and like how textured this is. Like I think this is all traditional art, and like that's crazy to me. That's so much work. Like look at all this hatching.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What do I want to do? I think I'd take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Use a cutout. Knife hand. I got a knife in my hand now. Knife hand. Or a blade. My bad.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't know if that math checks out, but sure. I always like this little wood texture whenever I see it, like where it looks kind of like eyes. It's fun to me.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I got a knife, I'm fine.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Listen, you just gotta be upfront with people about this.
You walk down the stairs and
Hi.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Uh-huh. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
This is just a decoration. You know how, like, lesbians carry blades sometimes?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare.
I could have a conversation at knife point if it's one of my dear good friends.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do
I guess we're
after we
strangers,
talk to
though.
her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I don't know what I would do. I'd drop it. I could always pick it back up.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Just my normal hand now with like my pointing claw finger. Look at that. The claw.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah, for sure. We're strangers. Don't want to scare you, man.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
There's a big fucking cricket on my floor just next to me. I'm gonna ignore it though.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? No, I'm not. I would say that.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, man, I'm trying to have a conversation. You're like a narrator. You're not a person. She's a person. She has a form. You're just the thing.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Normal expression for someone who likes the world.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
2.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
My good friend Goldie knows how to end the world. He's been working on that one.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
I guess that's true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Is she like a domino effect then? Like, in this hypothetical where she doesn't know how to end the world, but will?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
This is a fair assessment.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Oh, that is fair. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
She's like, I'm a little guy. No, that would be my tactic in this situation. I'd be like, please let me out. I'm just a little guy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
You seem a little too eager about that one. I guess you have been down here a long time, but that's a little weird.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
I mean, I don't see a
Right.
lock on that, so she would be suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Unless I just hack at the chain for like 12 hours. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah, I don't really care about your name. Yeah,
You
I think,
know
not really.
why you're here.
I do know I'm here. Well, he seemed. I think I'm going to. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah, you know, like, how's she gonna end the world down here? I don't know, man, like...
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Listen, man, you're not gonna pop the red text to scare me. You're not gonna pop the red text bolder font to scare me, okay?
And if you don't...
Uh-huh.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
I mean, maybe.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Second chance to change my answer. Nah, I'm going with my
I
gut.
know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
I mean, she's not gonna kill anyone.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
For real, for real.
You're making a mistake.
Well, we'll see.
You turn your back to the princess
Oh, I took the blade.
and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Oh, I'm sure.
Slip these chains? She can't, right?
Oh.
She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
What is she gonna do? Chew her arm off?
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Let's stick to the plan.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Stay in
Close the
that
basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
I wouldn't put the table at an angle like that, but sure.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
How'd you get out? That's a little weird. How'd you do that? Well, that's kind of odd how you got out and you're now banging on the door. I kind of didn't think you would do that.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
And you got reverb voice now.
She sounds terrifying.
Oh my god.
Like she's less of the
bass
princess you
boosted.
saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
That is bass boosted. Give me a sec. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
You know, I said we would keep watch on this door, but we could always just You know, keep the door barricaded and then run for our life. You should have unalived her. Well, maybe. You know, maybe. Maybe.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. It doesn't.
So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess, you're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
That is kind of fair. Well, I mean, I wasn't teasing you with it. I mean, you teased yourself by thinking that I would be convinced to let you out, but I didn't.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Fascinating.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken,
I don't think that
and the
was
table
there.
shoved out of the way.
I don't think that was there.
Where is she?
Oh, that's interesting.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Hi.
You try and stumble
your
to your
face
feet,
is a little
but as the
fucked up.
princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb,
Ooh,
and then your feet,
tom-tom.
and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Well,
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
I was gonna say that she's kind of doing that angle that we like to take pictures of Bunny from with our face, but then I heard the organs shutting down. Anyway,
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Oh, you know how it is.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Do I have enough time to just kind of wave by, or?
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Well, stop staring at me with them big old eyes. For real. She has like whited out eyes. Get her contacts. Get her brown contacts. Both of you said stop staring at me with them big old eyes.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is.
Well, we failed, guys. GG.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Welp. Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Yeah! Yeah!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I love The Nightmare. Okay, so this isn't one of the new ones, but I love The Nightmare. If you're just tuning in, I have gone through this game before. Well, I've seen people go through this game, but I've never played for it myself. And there was a new update, and with new added content. This isn't one of the added content, but I love The Nightmare.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Nuh-uh.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Her voice of the paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Me for real.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
No, you don't. Okay, agree to disagree. This is kind of a big thing to agree to disagree on, but alright, whatever. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Mm-hmm.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well, technically that's true, I guess. Yeah, that kind of checks out.
We couldn't trust either of you,
Oh.
and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
Me for real.
All we did was lock her away.
Maybe I shouldn't tell YouTube.com that I'm paranoid. Maybe I should be saying me for real whenever the paranoid speaks.
And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Hooray!
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything?
Well,
If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
kinda didn't. I mean, this looks pretty much the same.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Uh-huh. I mean, I guess the consequence is that we're having this conversation.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective,
And
there
this
were
guy's
plenty
here.
of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I think she was nice and happy and she didn't end the world and you were being silly.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Uh-huh.
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, okay, she might have killed me, but I don't... she might not have ended the world.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us?
Well,
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
I suppose. Let's talk about
Just be
this
quick about it.
Just being around her and in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Well, to be real, he is right. I didn't do any of what he said, other than, like, picking up the blade. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I guess. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this.
Oh my god.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
The
But it's just the
prophecy.
way things are.
I always knew there'd be a prophecy written about me.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Okay, man, I was doing a bit, but like, for real, you are getting gaslit.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here.
Him, as in that guy. There's too many he-hims in this. I'm a he-him.
I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is.
You're God's most specialist little guy? No, for real. Oh my god.
And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
I'm not gonna go through all the dialogue options. If you want, you could play the game yourself. I think it's on sale on Steam. So, yarr.
Great.
That's all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Saving the world. I'll go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Okay. Anxiety for real. Anxiety and paranoia for real, for real.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
I don't think it looked like this last time. I don't think it looked like this. Narrator, I don't think it looked like this. I think there's some silly little guys in the windows. Nah, I'm imagining things. I don't think it was a gaping, empty doorway last time with no door. The table's the same, yeah, that happened last time. Mirror was not there. Blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Something's different? Maybe just a little bit, I think, yeah.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
I mean, she ate it. She was hungry. I think she was hungry. She saw us die and was like, I think I'm hungry, and then ripped the door off the hinges and ate it.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I feel the eyes of other things, I think. I don't think these are her.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out.
Okay.
Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Breath in. Okay, I'm normal. this whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different.
Not everything. I mean, it's a log cabin still, and that table's still here.
I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
Huh?
She knows that we're here.
Oh, is that actually her? I guess it would be her. It has a little crown. I guess it's just multiples of her staring at us. That's fun.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Alternate realities watching you? Maybe. Mayhaps. This one's staring at me wide-eyed. So is this one. Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when there's clearly it's clearly right there? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Well, what if my feathers are all messed up? Listen, it's not a waste of time to preen yourself. You know how uncomfortable feathers get?
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
I'm looking at a mirror, man. I don't see my reflection, but it's there. Wipe the mirror clean. Oh,
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
it's my hand.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
It's my hand.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Maybe. Well, she is dangerous now, but I don't know if the blade's gonna do anything. I guess I'll take it still to be safe.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Stab, 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 stabbing into the darkness. Stab. Stab the shadows. I've always wanted to customize my cursor, but I just never got around to it.
Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
That is so fair and real of you. I would ask for a bomb after this situation, yeah.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
I mean, look, maybe we could pull it off with a blade, but I think a bomb would be pretty effective. I don't know, man.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
I don't think it looked like this last time. I think this is a little different.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
What eyes? These are clearly just specks on my monitor that are blinking sometimes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I think the math checks out on on this line this time in this context, yeah.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
What the flip? Chat? Am I No, I can't.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
I don't know what game plan you could come up with other than run or hurl the knife. Something is off. Oh, how hard is it to throw a knife? I was saying this. I forgot this was a dialogue option. I was actually just saying this.
It can't be that hard.
Yeah, you could, like knife throwing. I've never done knife throwing, but like you could throw a knife, maybe.
But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless.
That's true.
If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
If you say so, man. Just be wildly optimistic right now. That's kind of fun. Continue to talk to her. You know, maybe I could fix her. Maybe I could fix her, guys. Maybe I could... Guys, what if I could fix her? Guys, hear me out. I could fix... maybe. Yeah, I'll talk to her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
Okay, but like, what if I do... No. No. I could fix her, for real, for real. But what if I'm doing, like, 5D chess and I'm talking to her to gain her trust in me and then I kill her?
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
I mean, she talked to us the moment we stepped through here, so...
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
We could hide around one of the wood planks and then just like Looney Tunes loop around it. I think that could work. I think that it's a solid plan. Actually, I don't know if this is pure void. Like, these are pathways, but I don't know if this is just pure void, so maybe that's not a plan, actually.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, this is normal. This is what it's like stepping into Goldie's house. Actually, this is what it's like going to Goldie's room, which is why he hasn't let us in there. Ever since the incident.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Well, it's because he's the narrator. He kind of has to just describe things. He does have a bit of a personality, but it's like, he is doing his job.
We're going to die down here.
Well,
I don't want to die again.
Stop exposing me. No, I'm gonna dox you right now on stream in front of how many viewers do I got? 4, the audience of 4, one of them being me, one of them being you, another one being Gloomy. So really, you're gonna get doxed to the whole internet.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Okay.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Chat, maybe I still can fix her, right? So like, hear me out, chat. What if I actually talk to her and find out she's just a misunderstood woman? Like, scared face. When I'm in a maze, I go right.
You turn to the right.
I actually go left. Shit. Wait, hang on. Do over. Do over. Let me go. Let me go left. Listen, guys. I forgot to hold up my fingers to make an L with my left hand. My mistake.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
Calm down, man. Only our legs and arms, our big important limbs just went numb. It's fine.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
You know me.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
I got a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. Paranoid. Do a brain blast now.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Why she look like that? Oh, she always looked like that. What are you talking about? She looked like that last run.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Hey man, I don't know if I'm into that.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to
fucking
coagulate.
loud.
It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Well,
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart.
nuh-uh. No, she did look like this.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
You have seconds left.
You guys could stop fighting. We're kind of trying to live.
Yes, I'm sure.
This is what it feels like in my brain when I'm talking to myself, trying to be productive, and then the other part of my brain is like video game.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves, heart,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
liver, nerves.
You know how it is.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Nerves. Why?
Because she's just a silly little guy. She was right. She's just a silly little guy. She's not gonna hurt us. Like,
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Nerves. Heart.
no. She hasn't proven her ill intent. Our body's shutting down when we're around her because that's what it's like when you're like attracted to women.
Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked
Ow.
lips close to your ear.
Loud.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Shit, make her stop.
Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, your back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Hi!
lungs,
One
liver,
moment,
nerves,
and then you're
heart,
gone.
lungs, liver,
Just
nerves,
like
heart, lungs,
that.
liver,
Can you back up a
nerves,
little bit? You still
heart,
got them
lungs,
big old
liver,
eyes from
nerves,
last time.
heart, lungs,
Ah,
liver,
and
nerves,
there's the
heart,
fear.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
She pulls
lungs,
away.
liver, nerves, heart,
She backed up.
lungs, liver,
So
That wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
liver,
I've already done that.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
what happened after you killed me last
I
time?
tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Nerves,
Oh, give me a sec. I got a call I gotta take.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Enjoy the heart, lungs, livers, nerves.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart,
I'm
lungs,
back!
liver, nerves,
How's everyone's
heart,
hearts, lungs, livers, and
heart,
nerves?
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Da
heart,
da 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 da
lungs,
da. Yeah.
liver,
Wow, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
heart, lungs,
I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
What's your
lungs,
big
liver,
plans?
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Ah,
lungs,
ta 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 ta.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, 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 liver, nerves.
If you need me alive, why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Heart, lungs,
I mean,
nerves,
I guess, but that's kind of like the baseline.
lungs, liver,
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
lungs,
You seem miserable.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
And if I let
liver,
you out, what
nerves,
then?
heart,
Do we
lungs,
go our separate ways?
No, definitely not.
liver,
If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side.
lungs,
A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
nerves, heart, lungs,
if she can't leave without you, why do you need to kill her at all? I mean, I was trying to lock her up in the basement the whole time, and the narrator was like, oh, that's still bad, you need to do the permanent solution of killing her, so I'm assuming there's something else happening.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Don't worry. I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Woman that's making my organs shut down voice. I'll take care of you. Heart, heart.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Damn.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
The protagonist just can't handle being around bad bitches. Damn. She's just like me for real.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even.
Liver, nerves,
The fucking Steven Universe song.
heart, lungs, liver,
You can make a difference.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
I don't remember the full song. I'm sorry. I'm a fake Steven Universe fan.
liver, nerves,
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
nerves, heart,
Ow! Can you stop doing that?
heart, lungs,
I'm not gonna turn down the sound just in case
liver, nerves,
that's just ungodly loud for some reason
nerves,
on my end.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Uh,
lungs, liver, nerves.
and what if I refuse to let you out? What happens
Let's come
then?
down here together until you change your mind.
I suppose that is true.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Or until your heart finally gives out.
lungs,
Well,
nerves,
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
and like the little twirl she did.
And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
liver, nerves,
Hmm.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves,
You know,
lungs, liver, nerves,
my past life, if the narrator's right and the past world did
lungs,
get destroyed, then by tossing the blade, I will be dooming this world again.
lungs, liver, nerves,
But also, she's kind of spectral right now. I don't know if I could, like, stab her. I don't even know if this is, like, flesh.
heart, lungs,
I mean, she's touching us, but, like,
heart, lungs,
I don't know. Maybe that's, like, a ghost thing.
liver, nerves, heart, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Options. Stay with the creepy girl for the rest of time.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Or 2, okay, let's get out of here.
lungs, liver,
1, run away from her.
nerves, heart,
And then the last option is just
liver,
slay her, or at least attempt to. I don't know if this blade's actually cut out for this, to be quite honest.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
I'm so indecisive.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
I hope
liver,
you guys can't hear my brother gaming in the other room.
nerves, heart,
I could just hear him, and it's like, oh,
heart, lungs,
my bad.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
What do you think, chat? What
lungs,
do
liver,
you
nerves,
think?
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, liver, nerves,
I think run is, like,
nerves,
not what I want to do at all.
nerves, heart,
I mean,
liver, nerves,
the last mistake we...
liver,
Well,
nerves,
I say
heart,
we.
lungs,
The last mistake
liver,
I made
nerves,
was not
heart,
slaying her.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Or
lungs,
I could
liver,
just...
nerves, heart,
Or I could
lungs,
help
liver,
her.
nerves,
Help her.
heart, lungs,
Or
liver,
I
nerves,
can...
heart, lungs,
Uh...
nerves, heart, lungs,
Or I
liver,
can,
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
stay
heart,
with the nightmare
lungs,
forever and
nerves,
ever.
heart, lungs,
And sit
liver,
in my
nerves,
decision.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
I think I'm gonna stay with her.
nerves, heart,
I'll be so real. I like the big options. I like the big chunk, the big text options.
nerves, heart,
And if you would have done something else, pay for the game. I don't know.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you. Do your worst.
Are you serious?
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
I probably could have saved and done multiple things. No.
Nobody's happy here, but
Nah.
maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded
Oh.
thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
nerves, heart, lungs,
Nah, I'm a brave guy. Oh,
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
I mean, I saw a little bit.
Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6, Chapter 7, Chapter 8, Chapter 9. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
I think we're normal. Trees. Nice little trees with roots.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Voice of the broken.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Maybe.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that. Didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
A lot more voices.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Contrary.
We love her, so
Well,
we have to set her free.
The smitten. The smitten. My beloved.
Can we love something that hates us?
Oh.
Can we love something that hurts us?
Yes.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
God.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right.
I don't know about that one, man.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
Well, I've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
Maybe.
It won't.
Oh.
It will be for us. She said so. You're part of
guess.
everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you.
But what if we're God's specialist little guy?
There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Well, that is straight up not true. But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Okay, man.
Shut up. You were here. Every single time.
I was here.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
Oh. He went through trauma while I was in between that last decision and this point.
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it. Well, that's just not true. I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay
I
her.
don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
Things kind of look a little weird, man. I don't know if this is proper slaying conditions.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
Let's go to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
At least it still kind of looks like a hill.
No, this isn't right. There's a
Oh.
cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror.
Oh.
He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone.
I don't know if that's him.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
Well, you can't just agree with one of them and be like, they're delusions, all of them.
Or you could just give up.
Well, that's always an option. Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
I mean, there's floating walls.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
Oh.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
I'm the big decision maker. Everyone's always telling me about how I'm a huge decision guy. For real.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Well, I guess.
We're one step closer to her.
Blade in the ground.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in, wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread.
I think her face broke.
It's she's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
I mean, a coward wouldn't come here.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Oh, and I move. I could take her mask off and see her, like, whole of a face.
And closer.
It's fun. Swaying side to side.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
Well, you did melt me.
And closer.
You're so loud and staticky.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
I'm the bravest man alive, I think.
And closer.
I think in this situation, I would simply never get to this situation.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me.
Well, I mean, you look a little eroded in the face. You got extra arms now.
I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Not my will and testament.
And it's lovely to
Oh.
take my hand and let me out.
You're so loud. That's a lot of arms.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
Well, I could spread fear, I think, if I would like.
A witness.
A witness.
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Chat, I don't think I could fix her like I said I could back then in the beginning of the nightmare. Well, it wasn't in kind of the middle end of the nightmare.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
What if I take all of her hands? You're just an object, a tool. You were once something else, a long time ago. But that was something you... Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Or is she freaky like that? What are you saying? What did you say? Or maybe because of her multiple arms, or is she freaky like that? Gloomy, what did you mean by that? What did you mean by that one? That's an interesting thing to type in my chat.
You
I'm gonna
extend
set
your
for-
hand
oh.
to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
No, I love when the horrific is tender. I'm gonna be so for real. I like her face going in on itself. It's like the Uzumaki spiral. She's kind of freaky, but like, you know how it is. God forbid women do anything.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way.
The cage comment. Yeah, that was a while. Yeah, that was kind of freaky, huh? What did she mean by that? Ha.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I think we're gonna chill and hang out, and we could play Mario Party with all the multiple arms you got, where you could play as several different characters, and I play as one character. And you're probably gonna win because you play as multiple characters, but like, it's chill, you know, you kinda can do whatever you want.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Hey, the background's fading away. The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
You do not have the opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her.
It means that we get to look at our nice feathers.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they?
Things look different.
Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Does kind of look like the void.
Finally, we can smash it.
Well, I guess that's always an option.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
Me went. Never mind.
What do we say,
I'm not-
boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah!
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror. You step towards the mirror. It holds a truth that you must witness.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting.
Well,
My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end.
sure,
I'll be
man.
free of all of you.
Damn, he hates their asses.
I'm ready for the truth.
Okay.
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Okay, man.
Boys, it's been an honor.
The fucking Penguins of Madagascar ass line. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Let's go to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Let's say hi.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You got a lot more hands this time that aren't gloves. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
A lesbian? Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is a waiting mall, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart.
One of the arms is going into the armhole of the glove arms. I'm just staring at that.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Well, you fucking got me there, I guess. Like, let her out of there. She was talking about how she wanted to be let out for a while.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
I guess it doesn't look like it's hurting. I mean, you're going into some of her holes. But I guess that's also you? Whatever. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me. and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I guess not really to me. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
She wants me. I mean, do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
How much will I forget?
Everything.
Oh.
Until we meet again.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This reminds me of Cookie Run Kingdom. How the fuck does this remind you of Cookie Run Kingdom? What in the lore have I not caught up with to make you be reminded of Cookie Run Kingdom?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No, you could skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. Or right trigger, my bad. I've seen all of this before, but it's a fresh restart, so there's no deja vu. Let's see. I haven't done all of these. I'll do maybe one or two of these and then move on to my decision. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Ever thought about that? Ever have feminist thoughts?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Well,
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless,
I
of course,
suppose.
you do your job and slay her.
Slay her. Interesting. Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Who does make the rules? Alright, oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find a warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses,
No.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
What do I want to do? This is interesting. Maybe I can... I'll have you guys decide while I'm
The interior
opening
of the
up
cabin is
this. What do
almost
you want to
entirely
do?
bare.
What should I
The
do?
air
Should I
is
grab the
stale and
blade
musty,
and kill
and the
her, or
floor
should I
and
go
walls
without
are
the
painted
blade?
in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
Yeah, should I take the blade or enter the basement bladeless? I'll let you, whoever type message I see first saying take the blade or don't take the blade, I'll go with that. Bats my eyes at you. Please give me choices. I made too many decisions last time and that led to me creating a monster. And traumatizing the voice. Get the blade. Okay. Damn, Gloomy out for blood.
You take the blade
every
from the
day.
table.
Gloomy is always enacting princess on princess violence, I think.
The door to the base. Her voice.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it."
I'm gonna skip through this a little bit. I'm not gonna. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Calm down, man.
Focus on the task at hand.
Bro is like, she's pretty. How could she be a threat to the world? I say, as if I wouldn't be low-key thinking the same in some scenarios.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Let's keep the knife this time.
You
Or
ignore the
blade.
trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
She's looking at me with her big old eyes.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. end this.
But what if I hesitated? Are you sure
I'm
she's
positive.
not armed? Curious.
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Last time I was civilized, she killed me. Slay the
Charge the
princess!
princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Just die. Nah.
With the
We
last
lock
bit of your
in.
will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
Yeah. Normal reaction to getting stabbed. Oh, my knife has blood on it now. My blade has blood.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Bladeless.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
I mean, you're bleeding out on the ground next to me. I mean, low-key, if you think about it, I think bleeding out side by side with another person is kinda... Never mind.
It's like she's convinced
Oh.
she can't die.
Why are we a bird? Don't worry about that.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Razor. The Razor, my beloved. I didn't think we were
You're
gonna
on a
get to this
path
one,
in the
but
woods,
I
And at the end of that
mapping it
path
out in my head,
is
and
a
yeah.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
But I died. What am I doing
I
here?
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I
Well-
literally told you that a second ago.
Yeah, that one's true. My bad.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe
This whole thing's a crock
Oh.
of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
I mean, I guess.
stabbed to death. Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Said that last time.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I've already read this. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Alright,
We
man.
know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Yeah, just make sure she doesn't pull a blade.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Women are always carrying secret blades on themselves.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I don't think it looked like this last time. I think it's a little weird. I don't know. Maybe my memory's failing me.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Should we take the blade? Well, I want to look at the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't...
Wipe.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Yeah, I'll take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It would be difficult.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
I don't remember everything looking so pointy last time.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Nah, the math doesn't check out on this last line in this scenario. This is a normal environment to live in. In fact, Gloomy lives in a house like this.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Grating. Interesting.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
It's like you've been... Like, the tail end of your dialogue has been shifted weirdly.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's
Okay, man.
better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
I think she looks normal. Yeah, you're agreeing that that's what your house is like? I think she looks so normal. I think she's literally the normalest girl alive. See, she's got a nice skylight. Like, she looks so normal. I'm ignoring the unoccupied chain there, and that her hands are behind her back and her feet are pointed forward weirdly.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
I like her fucking smirk, she's doing the fucking, what is it, the greater than colon smile.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
How do you have a skylight in the basement? I don't know, maybe the basement, like, goes a little past the cabin, and, like, they dug into the... I don't know, man.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
She seems trustworthy. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
I'm always saying this. I'm literally always saying this.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Don't worry about
It's
it.
like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be... Yes, something
Oops,
is
my bad.
obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Let me see the log. I'm terrible at spotting liars, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones who loop back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? But that's exactly what happened. So you do remember it. Oh, I shook the mic a little.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
God, I love her. I love this version of the princess. One of my favorites. She's so silly. She's so real. She wouldn't lie to me.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Yeah, you're right, girl.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
No. Takesies backsies is valid.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Oh god, I got a lot of exploration options. I do want to go through most of them, though, for reasons. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Yeah, places.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
I'm always saying that. Chat, I think she's so trustworthy. Like, what do you guys think?
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Are you sure? Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object.
That is
I
fair.
could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Chat, I think she's the most trustworthy person in the world. Like, clearly this is different from the last run, and I just gotta trust her. But what if you're hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
Did someone launch a firework outside my house? What the hell?
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
I'm always saying this. I think this princess is just like me for real. I think we're kindred spirits and I can trust her.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
Well,
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Can we just talk things
But
through?
we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
Compelling argument, but I'm gonna keep standing here and talking.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
You can always just, like, throw the blade at her and, like, you know, stab her. I mean, she could dodge, but, like, you know.
But I'm nervous.
Well,
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
me for real? What are you saying me for real for? Like I haven't been saying me for real this whole time, as she's been so normal. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
I like playing with the knife in front of me.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
At least 5 more times.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
I mean, yeah.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
Yeah, shit talk yourself, man.
No, I have my dignity.
Well, alright.
Fine, and we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
She said innocent the correct way, so I think I should trust her.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
God, who is launching fireworks?
Okay, I'm bored now.
Huh?
She's bored?
I could pull up Subway Surfers. Like, you need me to pull up, r/am I the asshole? Like...
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Dog, you kind of failed on describing, that she did have a knife before this very moment.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Well, I guess that is an answer.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
Well...
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
Well...
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
Oh, that's cool. It switched to the other hand because the hand I was using before got cut off.
She's even better at this than she was last time.
I mean, the little cursor.
Bloody cheater.
Well...
I'm going to kill you now.
And with a squelch, she does just that.
Oh, she did it. You know, this princess reminds me a lot of my good friend Gloomy.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Arms Race.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
We moved to the cabin. Keep up.
I feel dizzy.
Oh.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Voice of the hunted.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Well, the voice of the broken is right. It does kind of hurt to get stabbed and sliced.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Just like 2.
This is our third?
Oh yeah, this is our 3rd.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Yeah!
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
Well,
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
nuh-uh.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Well, he never acknowledges the mirror.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
I think I would look so normal after dying twice, though. Also, if you heard like a bop noise on the microphone, that's me muting it to take a drink of water or do whatever.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean. Okay, man.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
I guess.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay.
You step forward,
Oh.
but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement
Ow.
stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh,
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
I suppose.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet.
That is
Plenty
fair.
bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Not my problem, though. I'm still alive. Rip to those guys.
The past
isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Chat, what do you think you would do in this situation? Chat, do you think you would survive this? Be real.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
I mean...
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
I'm gonna flirt with her!
I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
No, guys, trust. I can fix her. I got this.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
The hero doesn't get the vision. The hero does not get the vision. I got this.
I'd rather not.
The hunted also doesn't get the vision. I'd run. Well, that's fair.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
Okay, is there any voice in here that gets the vision?
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, alright. Someone got the vision. Hang on, I'm cleaning my glasses so I can have the vision. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Bumped into the mic. I really fucked up these glasses. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you. Romantically, even. Maybe we could hash this out over a date. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? Give her the look. These last two options are very good. I like both of these, but I'm gonna give her the look.
The look? The look? We've all used it.
Yeah, we all know what the look is, man.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Yeah, bro, like, have you never done the look to another woman? Like, another woman. I'm so used to sapphic he hymns. I'm so... You know what? He him lesbian run.
Even I know about the look.
Yeah, this guy doesn't get bitches and he knows about the look.
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Gamers were gaming. Gamers were gaming.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Yeah! The good ending. The good ending.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Yeah!
Still going to kill you. But now we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Well, at least she's a real one. At least she's a real one. I can give her that she's a real one.
Or not.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Calm down, man. Calm down. Calm down.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you.
You flashed the princess. I mean... you know...
Ow.
Youch! I don't think it said that.
Worthwhile
exactly.
romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit. What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
You know, at least he's real.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Also, you're using your account with that name. Just name account.
You're on it. No, you're in it. Where the hell are you?
You know how it is.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Calm down, man.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
Oh, 3? This is our 4?
This is 4.
Bro, I'm off the clock. Well... yeah? I don't know.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
You know,
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
yeah, man, let's min-max.
As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Sure, man. Let's kill ourselves! It doesn't work, and she kills you. And she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Hold on, I gotta research North American desserts. Bro, get out of chat! You gotta do research!
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Well,
There's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Just panic. Flee.
She skewers you.
well.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Do you see that? We almost had her.
Sure,
That
man.
was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
Suppose that's true.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Well,
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
I don't know about that.
She skewers you.
Yeah.
See? We're getting better.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Maybe. I suppose.
None of this is working. Think.
Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
She skewers you.
Oh.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right.
One last time. That's all we need.
Oh.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4. Mutually Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh yeah, our blade is in the hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Nuh-uh.
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Calm down, bro.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
It's for real.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Oh,
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me.
You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Been there, seen
Don't
it.
care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Alright.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
She made me a gift!
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you.
Oh.
It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Do the thing! Do the thing!
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Now, guys, hear me out. Now. We're not doing a hear me out, Kate.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
Well,
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
he's a real one.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Real ones in here.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Probably not. She is all blades.
That looked painful.
Nah, she was so normal about it.
How is she still alive?
She got a heart.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
Uh-huh.
This is fake. This is all
Oh.
fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Roll.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just
Oh.
a sick joke.
They're all gasping.
All right, What just happened? It's so quiet.
Yeah, I just had to get them out of there. Oh, you two. Bye!
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction of your body, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but her blow finishes its arc. You're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Yeah, I'm so skilled. Tucking hair behind my ear, yeah. I'm just built different. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Bye! You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much of you has changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So you don't have any preference on how do you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Hmm. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Destroy my body? You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Youch! Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Let's see, what time is it? I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Actually, let me set a time for when I'll come back. I'll try to come back in 5 minutes. If I'm not back by 5 minutes, send missiles to Mitt's house. Thank you. back earlier than 5 minutes, actually. Oh, fuck, I hit the mic. I got some nice cold water, and I used the bathroom. You probably didn't need to know about that bathroom part, but I, encourage using the bathroom. The thumbs up. Okay, took a sip of water. Let's go.
You're here to
Anything else I haven't done? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I disagree on that statement.
I mean, maybe some people do.
Yeah.
Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Sure. What to do? What to do? Let's go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
No,
Ignore
we're
him.
Well, Go into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin, the blade.
Oh, it's always the blade. I could do an all blade run. Maybe I'll do a bunch of blades. And then at the very last one, I'll be like, no blade. Maybe I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world
I
without
think taking
it.
the blade grants you interesting possibilities. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
I suppose it doesn't matter. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Am I here to kill you? I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
Because it's the fun accessory of the summer. It's, well, it's not summer. It's the fun accessory of the winter. It's, winter knife season.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her.
It's not winter
It's not
either.
like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Yeah, I'll drop it. Maybe I just talked bad.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against you will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's, pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
Nuh-uh.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Who's they in this? Well, I guess it's just whoever's the assumption of who told me. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Fair?
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I think I've gone through the rest of these. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
I think.
You know why you're here.
I'm gonna get you out of
You
here.
have to be kidding me.
I haven't tried cooperating. I just haven't.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Nuh-uh.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't any key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
Why'd you say it like a big, sharp knife? That's kind of weird.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, man.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Uh-huh.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Bro, it's like those fucking werewolf memes are like, you would like me if you made me angry. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Maybe you should, I don't know, bend your limb upwards so you're not like tripping the blood down.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's go to the left.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
What the hell?
Watch me. Stop that.
Nuh-uh. Hey, behind you.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Nuh-uh. We resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Nuh-uh.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I'm such a conflicted bird thing.
I'll make this quick.
Oh.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Is that like the fastest way to kill me? There's a faster way to do that?
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Yeah! Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a
My
path
cat's
in the
outside my
woods,
door. You might
and
be
at the
able
end
to
of
hear
that path, you're here to
Oh, you bastard. You're in it for it now. I am wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right?
No.
It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Oh.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Nice.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
Nice.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Calling him a clown? That's like a part of me, though. That's like calling all of me a clown.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland
Stone.
retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I do like the different look of this of this cabin in comparison to the other cabins. I don't know, I like a nice stone wall. A nice stone, some iron.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. What about that mirror?
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? This isn't...
Wipe.
You reach forward and rub your... But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Uh-huh. I just always like to do the mirror thing. Blade. I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks
Ooh,
open,
torches.
revealing an old stone staircase.
Nice
A few
torch
sputtering
noise.
torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Untrue. This line here does not match the rest of this. I think this is a cool as hell place. If you got like a nice bed in here, it would be probably cool and chill.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk
Oh.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
She's got big old eyes.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
She's almost chibi-like.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sure.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon.
Yeah.
Might as well put her at ease.
Alright, I'll sit here.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Uh-huh. I'm respecting her boundaries, narrator. Calm down.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Intentions. What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife.
Oh!
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
That's
So,
true.
what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
That's fair.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world.
God
and
forbid
she
women
might
do
use it to
anything.
kill you.
God forbid women do anything.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Well,
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things,
is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Why?
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Well.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh.
I get it.
I guess.
It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I suppose. That other chain on the wall, who's it for? I got a text message.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Maybe it'll fit.
I mean, it might, but I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
You know what? I'll give her the knife. I trust women.
Slide it over.
Okay?
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess.
I'm gonna do it,
Till you come up
man.
with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you
Nuh-uh.
remain rigidly in place.
Nuh-uh.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, Rory tried to take over, buddy.
What was that, huh?
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
Nah, I'm normal about dying again.
A little.
Oh.
I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
To me, all eye contact is unset. To me, all
She pulls
eye
up her
contact
hair,
is... Oh.
smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Oh.
No.
That line read. No, come on, man. No. Killing yourself. No. I'm gonna watch in silence. I'm gonna watch her do this.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins,
Oh, that
cartilage.
sound design.
At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you.
Why would she do that?
I mean, she probably just hates it here, man.
So that's her play. Killing herself?
I guess.
She isn't dead yet.
Well, man.
Finally, you hear a snap.
Ugh.
Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment,
Now my
her
neck
twitching
hurts.
eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
I don't know if it works like that, man.
The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
I guess.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
I mean, I could. I'm not holding a head with me.
Fine, but if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs,
Bloody
closing the
knife.
door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
Yeah.
The windows. Do you see that?
Oh.
We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Open the door to accept your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
This doesn't look like me saving the world, man.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward.
Bro.
An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
I was kind of hoping we'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward, like I just told you. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Bro didn't even put me into the void with video games. Fucked up.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
What do you what do you suggest then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
Oh.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
But we're not happy. He's just telling us that we are. I can tell you for a fact that I'm extremely unhappy right now.
Well, I can't control that.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh, yeah, you know. Yeah, I'll kill myself.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Uh-huh.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
Interesting.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
I'm just a guy who wanted out.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
The cage. Chapter 3, the cage.
You're on a path in the wood. Chains everywhere. This is
Oh.
different. This is new.
This is a little weird.
It's worse, is what it is.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison, and she's not the only inmate.
You're acting like reality is this static thing. But this world is constantly changing around us. How can you be so sure that you aren't breathing the prison into existence? That by feeling the walls closing in on you, that's exactly what they do.
Oh no,
What a
paranormal.
crock of
Oh,
pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet.
I know about that
And
one.
if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress.
I suppose.
And what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where you are right now, and presumably exactly where you've been before. I'll spare you my full introduction since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
I mean, they look like they're suffering. I mean, if they live in Chain World, I think they might be suffering. Are you sure we even need to slay her? She cut her own head off last time.
She... what? Why would she ever do that? She's not supposed to be suicidal. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. More importantly, if she did cut her own head off, why are you here? You shouldn't have died. You should be enjoying your reward.
We killed ourselves, obviously. You were insisting that we were happy, but we knew we weren't. We could see right through you.
Obviously, we killed ourselves, man. Get with the program.
Yeah, what he said. We weren't about to be stuck somewhere being fed non-stop bullshit forever. We want answers. We weren't gonna find them in your fake little paradise.
There are no answers to find. If she was dead, then that was it. That was the solution. All you managed to do was reset the board. And you put the pieces back all wrong while you were at it. This is probably worse for you, if I had to guess.
Ha! So there is a board.
Well, what's done is done and you're here now. There's no use arguing. Just get to the cabin and settle this. Try not to kill yourself this time.
To be real and transparent, this is, I'm pretty sure, new content, and I haven't seen this before, so I actually don't know what's waiting for me at this cabin. Oh, yeah, but through. Let's go see her.
You stand at the edge of a
Arr.
cliff.
It's
An
cool.
abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge.
The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
Alright, man.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you called her that. Like, we're not married. Like,
Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster destined to end the world.
this is so many fucking chains. This would be annoying to draw. Well, I could probably get into a rhythm for it, but you would have to do like hand stretches to make sure you aren't like fucking up your hands.
There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits.
Huh. That mirror's back again. Why?
What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
Yeah. You can't see the
Clearly
mirror.
serves some purpose, but what? Is there something about us we're supposed to see? Can it be a tool of some kind? Or is it a distraction? Something meant to confuse us?
Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy.
Nah, it's kind of chill. But yeah, sure.
You step out onto the
floor.
or what should have been a floor.
That's kind of loud and hard to hear what they're saying. I'll turn that down a little bit more.
Should have been? Yes, unfortunately. You realise too
Oh.
late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
Oh.
Nothing's solid here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle.
Oh.
You find yourself suspended in what appears
Ow.
to be a
Ugh.
vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I agree with you on this one. Let me look at the log. Oh, nope, that's the save. Chains hitting connections. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor.
As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me, Island?
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real?
I mean, our arms are very much impaled. I think that's kind of real.
They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our joints and they'd magically go away, but I'm afraid that's wishful thinking.
Oh, give me a sec. Give me 500 seconds. Okay, never mind. It was just an unimportant text.
Well, maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're real, but maybe we can cut through them.
I don't know how you would get about doing that, man.
It's worth a try.
Hello?
The princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person. It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
Youch! What happened to you?
Nothing happened. I think I've always been like this. Outside of everything. A helpless observer to the things that are done to me. The only difference is that my eyes are finally open.
The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die like this. Somebody do something before she kills us. Please. We're stuck here. What are any of us supposed to do? Reason with her? I don't think she's acting rationally. I think she's lost it.
Now calm down. I think she's being normal.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
She? Are you talking about your body as if it's a separate person? It's you.
That's what I used to think. But time alone has taught me the truth. I'm not my body. I'm just the thing that watches it. There's so much pain that comes from tricking yourself into thinking you have a choice. But none of us have choices. And knowing that has made me feel so... free. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward.
Ow.
Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming unbearable.
You give me your implement.
I'm surprised the knife hasn't fallen.
The pressure is
now it
finally
has.
too much. Your fist unfolds as your joints swell with trapped blood, and your pristine blade tumbles
bumps.
helplessly to the ground.
There, but not there. Ugh. These sure are pulling.
I cut myself free.
She's not insane, is she? No, she's just right. It's all been the same. The whole time, it's all been the same. We never had a say.
A lot of big ones here. choices. Us choosing the same moves every time we play is an indictment of anyone's free will. It's just how things happened to play out. I could have thrown away the knife in the woods if I wanted to, but I chose to come here with it.
Just because you refuse to see the walls doesn't mean they aren't there. Give in with me. It's so much easier to let the world happen to you.
She steps forward yet again, and the chains dig into you, your nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air. I don't think we can hold on to you much longer. How many times will we have to do this? I'm tired.
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop.
You're falling. The world is spinning. And then you hit the ground, your body light in a way that is sickeningly wrong, and roll to a stop. The sound of rattling chains and a heavy thud as the rest of what was once you falls to the ground somewhere nearby. You are unable to take action, unable to defend yourself, unable to even look around as the princess' body steps towards you, one slow rhythmic step after another. It swoops down to pick you up, and then a shadow rises behind the body, blade glinting.
And now, the cut.
It strikes, and it strikes true, and the body drops its cage in pain. They descend on each other in a maelstrom of chains and hooks and feathers and blood, fighting their way deeper into the shadows until all you're left to witness are the sounds of violence.
See? You only ever thought you were in control. Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
I hadn't let go. You ripped my head off.
My body ripped your body's head off. I didn't have anything to do with it. You get it. It's not like you're responsible for what your body is doing to mine now. You and I just watch, like we've been doing since the beginning.
And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
The movement is gorgeous, primal, uninhibited, steel crashing against steel and flesh rolling off flesh.
It's all going to come to a head soon.
A head? Sorry.
Head.
She gets me, never mind, she's a real one. And at last, the climax plays out. Your body wreathed in chains and shadows, makes its final move, but so does hers. Chain splatters spine and blade pierces heart.
I guess I'll see you next time.
Both hers and yours collapse, their dance complete. Blood drips from the princess' mouth, and she coughs.
It's cold. But that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
Oh, I'm just my head. My cursor's my head. Or it was, now I have a hand again. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. You approach the mirror. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
How many more do I want to do? It's late, and I do have a 9 a.m. class tomorrow. I think I'll be saving it and ending it here. Let me see how many people are left in my fun stream. One! Let's go! It is late. It is pretty late. We have that hangout tomorrow, so yeah. Hang on, let me. Oh, Jesus. Winding down, smiley face. I could have made this a higher opacity. I checked the stream a little bit and I barely saw the no spoilers. Okay. It is... I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep streaming, me doing this. I think we're at least like halfway, or maybe a little over halfway to getting the ending of this game. So I'm gonna stop here. I don't know how long I've been streaming for. I kind of forgot when I started. It might have been a couple of hours at this point. But yeah, I might stream the rest of this. I might stream until me getting an ending. I'm definitely gonna achievement hunt for this game. There's a lot of achievements for this game, but I do want to achievement hunt. Let me see, how many achievements did I get today? I have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 achievements out of... Oh god, how many achievements are in here? It's over 100. It is genuinely over 100. YouTube says you've been streaming for at least 3 hours. That's crazy. Then again, I do long gaming sessions, so I guess that's normal. But yeah, hope you like the game. I think it's on sale right now, and there's tons of bundles for this game. I saw there's a couple of bundles for
You
this.
already know why you're here.
I opened up the Steam page. Shush. Shut up, Jonathan Sims, narrator, and the voices of this game that aren't the princesses. But yeah, there's a couple of bundles for this game. There's bundles for this game that include other games that I've been meaning to check out. The most recent bundle, actually, you could buy this game alongside with Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, so... Yeah. Let me shut down the game now. Die. Yes, I want to quit. No more music. But yeah, I'll be achievement hunting for this game. I'm not gonna stream me achievement hunting all this. What, are you sponsored or something? No, I just like supporting the developers. They also have worked on the visual novel Scarlet Hollow, which is still updating with more chapters, and I've played all the chapters that are currently released to the public, and they're pretty good. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at the achievements. I've unlocked 9 achievements out of 131. That's crazy. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna achievement hunt. I'm sure at a certain point I'm just gonna be skipping a lot of dialogue, but it's fine. But anyway, good night, sleep tight. Don't let the princess with the knife stab you while you're asleep. Bye. Let me just, yeah.